Hello, hello, my lovely leaves. Welcome to Vivid Vibration. My name is Christina. I hope that y'all are doing well. Leaves, you have the village, the judge, the bridge, the shaman, the desert, and Kairos. Leaves, this feels heavy. I feel like there's this idea of watching, I don't know, I just feel like sick to my stomach a little bit. I mean, the shaman and the desert together to me just feel like this spiraling energy. You can be dealing with someone in this energy. You can be on either side of the story, so take what resonates, how it resonates, and leave the rest. Leave the rest. But yeah, it feels a bit like you're spiraling. It feels a bit like you let go of one thing to grab onto another, and you feel like you're still like now there's like nothing to grab onto at all, and you just are spiraling. I mean, this can be with work, this can be with friends, this can be with family. But I just kind of get this feeling of, I mean, there's a lot of confinement in the village. You can't get any bigger than the village allows you to get. And I know, I just feel like something's like it's just like it's out of your control, but ultimately there's a sense of, I don't know, just like a confinement that, I don't know, I just feel like it's like something's passing you by, or like you don't get to cross, you don't get to, I don't know, this feels very emotionally detached because there's so much emotion pouring out that like all you can do is stand there and watch it. And you feel sick. Libras. Again, you can be dealing with somebody in this energy, and just witnessing it, you know. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is to just sit back and watch while you see someone you love just fall apart, and know that there's nothing that you can do about it, you know. I think of, I mean, I don't know, maybe you guys are dealing with somebody who's struggling with addiction, and you know, you can say anything and everything to them and it can make perfect sense to anyone of sober mind, but they're so far down the rabbit hole that to even try to do anything is to position them as though they're being attacked. And so you just watch as they spiral. That's what this feels like. The Three of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, and Strength. Well, I mean, to go back to the village and the idea of not being able to get any bigger than, you know, the community that you surround yourself with. I mean, the Three of Swords is just backstabbing, you know. And it has kind of this like shoot first mentality. But if you just go around shooting everybody, Nothing gets anywhere. Nobody gets anywhere. Not literally shooting. That was just the image that came into my mind. It takes a lot of strength to walk away from that mentality, because you are the keeper of your environments. You are the writer of your story. You are not without free will. And you or someone that you're dealing with, I think this can go either way. But I just kind of get this feeling of, you can be your own hero or your own executioner. This feels very extreme. Some of my Libras do have Scorpio. This does kind of have that vibe that the Scorpio read had, of just like this, like there's dominoes and it could go either way, and it's either going to be really good or it's going to be really bad. Libras, I feel like that's kind of the similar energy here. Oops. The Nine of Swords and the Fool. I mean, this card usually indicates trepidation, right? But I think it's it's that idea of like, well, I'm not afraid, but I've wrapped myself in fear. I'm caged off behind a barbed wire fence of fear. I mean, the Fool is definitely a very different energy than the spiraling energy that existed. But again, I feel like there is this sense of one way or the other. It doesn't feel like there's an in-between. You can't wrap yourself in fear and head out like the Fool to discover the journey. The Tower, Temperance, the Queen of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles. I don't know. It does. It feels like having a conversation with somebody and you already know that they're going to, again, if you're dealing with somebody in addiction, it's like, I already know that you're going to use. I already know that you're not going to do what you should do, but I still feel the need to tell you that, like, you can be okay. You just can't walk in faith wrapped in fear. Leaves the Mirror and the Vessel. Well, yeah, again, because I just kind of feel like fear is a bunch of fractured ideas pieced together into a broken attempt to move forward in directions that aren't grounded in anything solid. It's a bunch of brokenness wrapped in fear. Leaves, I don't want to end on that. The Self. Well, I mean, you have to be self-aware. You do, you know, like you have to be capable of practicing self-awareness. And that doesn't allow you to shut yourself out, shut yourself off. There are other ways to go. There are new ways to do things. So take a deep breath. Everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be fine. Leaps, if this does resonate with you, please do give me a like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for sharing your energy with me tonight. And yeah, I'll see y'all again soon. Bye.